Hello and welcome to the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table live play video of our new homebrew campaign, seeing as how we all died in the Extinction Curse campaign. If anybody survives that campaign, awesome. Otherwise, I will turn it over to our game master, Mike Lawson.
Yes, I will say that if you have survived the Extinction Curse with 0 PC deaths, your DM was very, very nice to you. But that game is over. We're on to a new game. This is a homebrew sandbox campaign based in the world of Golarion. So those of you who are at home who are used to the lore of Golarion, you don't have to listen to a whole bunch of names that you've never heard of, whatnot. I like what Paizo's put out, so I just dive in and just start using what they do. We've got a whole new cast of characters, so why don't we introduce everybody as you guys are gearing up to graduate from the Dumond Adventuring Company's adventuring school. You've all been paired together as a party to go out into the world and do the thing. So let's start with James and introduce.
All right. I am playing Sir Andros Farmers, a champion in the service to Sarenrae, Redeemer champion. So my big thing is I protect others.
Klaus?
Well, I'm playing Klaus, who's just a simple ranger. He grew up on a small farm on the outskirts of a village, and he really comes from nothing. So, the only family he has left is his sick mother. So that leaves me to go out into the world and into the woods and try to hunt for any prey that I can find and try to sell it for cheap to the local shops, and then take what money I have and buy my mother some food and medicine. So I figured it's time for me to actually move on and try to do something to make a little extra coin to better take care of my mother. So that's why I'm here.
All right, Dixie.
I am a lizard folk swashbuckler, and I used to be, I guess, a deckmate for Captain Wonko, and he was an asshole. And what's his name?
That would be the Captain William Edgar Wonka.
Wonka.
Yeah,
that's him.
The captain of the ship, the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what Dustin said.
He also employs a lot of halflings.
Yeah. In order to get a ride on the ship, you have to find the golden ticket.
Yeah, down the Chocolate River.
That's inappropriate.
He didn't think I'd really ever be good at adventuring or ever becoming a captain, so that's why I came to this school, to better my skills.
All right, we'll go to Cinder next.
All right, Cinder is about 3 feet tall, and he decided that one day he was walking the docks and he was hungry, and he smelled some meat, and he got into this crate, and there was this big chunk of meat on some ice, and he ate it, and it turned out it was a dragon heart going to some alchemy, and now he's got wicked heartburn and fire powers.
And smoked too many menthols.
He used to, yeah, but now it's just bad.
Throat cancer.
It's all swell. But I throw fire, so it's fair trade any day.
And finally, we are down to his Pip.
I'm his Pip for short. Local defense attorney for many petty crimes like Mr. Cinder there and several arson investigations. Just went through a less than fortunate divorce for me. And so trying to get into a little bit of hobbying now that I have free time and a little extra cash flow that's off the records because she's taking everything from me. So I am a Fey-touched gnome, cleric of Abadar. And these are my stories.
Dun dun.
Better call his
I was
pit.
gonna do it. Dum dum.
Gotcha. You do it. These are their stories.
And with that, it's graduation day. You guys have been here for 4 weeks training, working together, figuring out how to best function, how to control not setting everything on fire.
Whoa! I'm past that now. I'm playing with smoke now. I'm trying to make it work good.
Avoiding your ex-wife.
She still has the best meat in town, so she's worth
It's true.
something.
But it is a graduation day, and as previously stated, you are met by the Grand Master of the Demond Adventuring Company, Devin Demond.
Devin.
And he says, "Oh, excellent. The newest graduating class. And did you come up with a name for yourselves?"
No, I don't think we've thought that far ahead.
Nope, sure didn't.
Cinder and the Funky Bunch.
Cinder and the Funky Bunch. Excellent.
Hooray.
Yep.
Remember all those times I said, let me do the talking?
I wasn't listening.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Clearly.
How about the Spitfires?
We can be Cinder and the Funky Bunch, bud. He's
I don't
already
know.
got it written in stone.
Might as well be the arsonist at this point.
Let's not. That tends to draw negative attention towards the group.
I mean,
And we try to avoid that at all costs. Our reputation is everything.
I miss Devin.
We don't go off into the world trying to just walk in and ruin things.
how about just the funky bunch there? You guys want to do just the funky bunch?
That's
Or
fine.
whatever.
Well, it's a working title, like like Abbey Road with the working title, and they're like, stick with it.
I'm not familiar with Abbey Road. Is that someplace from the new Goblin Warrens?
Yeah, just don't listen to him. He's got some smoke on his brain.
Lots of carbon monoxide injuries.
Well, before you gather a name for yourselves as DAC Group 327, you might want to ponder that before your renown gets out there. But today is not a day to necessarily worry about that. Let's see. Sorry, got a message that sidetracked my brain. Today is graduation, and I have your first job as full-fledged members of the DAC. And doing this job is what's going to pay the dues for the classes that you've taken these last 4 weeks. Succeed, and you're through. You're full-fledged members of the company. Fail, and don't come back.
I see no wrong solution here.
Well, that's
Alrighty then.
good, Dixie, because your group is uniquely positioned for this task. I have made contacts with a lizard folk tribe in the Mushfens and they provide to us alchemical supplies. And their most recent shipment has not arrived. And since you are of lizard folk descent, I don't believe you're from the tribe in the Mushfins, are you?
Nope.
Okay. Well, that's still, I mean, speaking with one of their own is a better proposition than speaking with a random stranger. So you guys get to go traipsing through the swamp and figure out where my shipment is.
That's what I was born to do, apparently.
Alrighty.
Okay.
And the swamp is fretful of peril and adventure and things that might eat you. So, with that being said, good luck. Don't die.
Thank you.
But he just kind of walks off.
Well then, shall we gather our equipment and hit the road? And did he tell us where in the Mushfin this place was?
There is a rolled up bit of vellum on the table where he was addressing you guys.
Well, I'll go over and I'll take a look at it.
Open it up, unroll it. It is a map from Magnamar to what looks to be the southern coastal area. The village is right next to what is known as the Lady's Light.
Guys, look, you left us a map. I'll show it to the rest of the group.
There's a little note, and it says, maps are worth their weight in gold. Especially high-quality maps like this. Don't lose them. They're your lifeblood. Just the initials, DD.
Roll lower Magnamar, see if I know anything about the little village.
Go for it.
Woo! Good. Didn't change. That's a 7.
Yeah, I mean, there's scattered bits of savage villagery apparently throughout the swamps, but no known trade routes.
Okay.
Like, to the best of your knowledge, nobody has made peaceful contact with these tribes, let alone have a deal with them. So if he does and he says he does, then it is decidedly on the down low.
Well, Devin must be up to something a little sneaky, grabbing all these materials from the swamplands.
Sneaky.
Alrighty. Well, I guess grab our packs and we'll head whichever direction on the map we need.
Just heading straight to the swamp.
Yeah.
After we grab our gear.
That works.
Yes, I hooked my my worn backpack on my what was once maybe a full man-sized dress shirt, but the sleeves have long since been burned off, and I'm just running around in some breeches barefoot. But it was a nice shirt once. I'm already lost.
Old Cinder.
How do you yonder Bakari River?
There you go. Use your syllables. Sound it out.
Pronunciation.
Yep. Perfect.
Even my dog's looking up like, what the fuck is that?
That's called throat cancer, dear.
We'll work on getting you a magical larynx device for later.
Yeah, or you're going to get throat cancer.
Hello, how are you?
Have you sound like Ned from South Park?
They're coming right for us.
You could do commercials for mesothelioma.
That's how I get ready every morning.
I have mesothelioma.
You make your money in the game.
Doing ads.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Cinder of Cinder and the Funky Bunch, and I have mesothelioma.
Perfect.
Excellent. It's going to take about 3 days to get there. There was a little pack with a week's worth of rations.
By that you mean 7, like 7 servings?
Like 35.
Yeah.
Week for everybody.
Oh, that's okay. That's a lot better.
Yeah. A week for the party, not just for the individual.
Like, speak for yourself, though.
I mean, if you feel like overeating your rations, that's fine. The path zigzags from what the map looks like it should be a straight line, and it's pretty apparent as you get into the swamp. Why? Because, well, it's a swamp. There really aren't any straight lines. And so as we're in exploration mode, what is everyone's action?
I'm going to go ahead and at the start of every morning prepare mage armor so my skin takes on this gross, scaly look.
What is nothing there?
Yeah, could you turn the background down a little bit? It's
Yeah.
overwhelming me.
Sorry.
Welcome to the swamp. To the Bayou Boys. And lizard.
Yeah, you quickly become the funky bunch as well. Swamps are gross.
Swamps are indeed gross.
But as you guys are traveling, you have the following exploration activities. We haven't really gone over exploration mode very much. I know James touched on it a little bit in Extinction Curse. Avoid notice, defend, detect magic, follow the expert, hustle, investigate, repeat a spell, scout, and search. And if you choose not to do any of those, that's fine.
What's
But-
the
Expert.
repeat a spell option?
The repeat a spell option is you're repeatedly casting the same spell while moving at half speed. That should be like a cantrip, in case combat breaks out or whatnot.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind then.
Yeah, repeating a spell, most of these would cause you to move at half speed.
Gotcha.
Hustle, you move at double your speed.
We're searching for the lost shipment. Or we have to make contact with these people first.
Yep. Right now, it's the goal is to get to the tribe and figure out what happened.
I think I want to scout ahead a little bit.
So you guys want to move cautiously through the swamp while scouting?
Yes. While he's scouting, I'm gonna search for any signs of a missing.
Okay.
And I guess I can cast a spell the whole time and just do detect magic while we're walking through.
Okay, so you're detecting magic as you go.
I guess I can try to remain hidden and defend.
Do you have a shield?
Oh, I got you raised.
Yeah, walking defensively is like you actually have your shield up, and so as soon as combat starts, you're counted as having your shield raised.
Oh, no. I'll whistle.
Yeah, investigate means you're using recall knowledge to discover clues about various things you can see. Scout gives everyone a +1 circumstance bonus on initiative rolls. Seek will be showing concealed hazards. at things like that.
What would the recall knowledge roll be? For this, would it be in nature?
Yeah, for this one, it's going to be nature.
Okay.
I'll probably recall any knowledge about the swamp. As goblin lore, you know a little bit about mucky things.
Okay. So give me your. What's your bonus to knowledge nature? Because these are all secret checks in exploration mode.
Well, I know stuff, but I don't know stuff. So it's nature +2.
You were definitely in a swamp.
Yeah.
Hot. It's so very hot.
You also know that the bullfrogs you're hearing are quite tasty.
I try to hunt bullfrog.
I'm gonna like kind of pat him on the back to get him to spit it out.
Well, about 7 hours into your journey, you don't see any hazards. There's not been anything untoward and magic. You've managed to catch and eat about 3 bullfrogs.
Well, I cook them before I eat them. Come on, guys. I use prestidigitation. I just fry it in my hand and then strip the legs off.
That's fine. I mean, that's on you. But yeah, you're fine. You found 3 that you were able to catch and eat.
Yeah. That's my whole day.
But since Klaus, you're the one scouting, give me just a flat D20 check. Sexton, straight
Yeah.
D20 roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oof. 3.
A 3? All right.
Stay strong.
Hold this up. As you are able to alert the party, so everyone gets a +1 to their initiative.
What?
And then, Mr. Smith, if you will throw me just up some sort of swamp randomness.
Okay.
And then from the bestiary 1, out comes a green hag and a giant gecko. As Mr. Sexton rolled the lone extreme encounter for your first one.
Yeah.
An entire list of random encounters, and you hit the one extreme one on the entire list.
Good.
That's this group, though.
That is this group.
That's what we should name our group, Extreme Encounter.
I mean, it might be eaten by hag if this goes the way it could go. While Mr. Smith gets the map pulled up, let me get initiatives for Agatha Christie and her pet lizard.
All right.
And okay, so
And you said a gecko?
yes, giant gecko.
Giant gecko. Just get murked right here.
Their size medium, correct?
Yes.
What size is the hag?
Medium.
All right.
And then while he's getting that pulled up, let's get everybody else's initiatives. Oh, we are good there. All right. That's a pretty map. Klaus, what's your initiative? Don't forget you get a +1 for being the scout.
17.
17. Dixie.
14.
Cinder.
Also 14.
All right. What's your initiative bonus, Cinder?
Oh, +2. I'm not very wise.
Okay. Dixie, what's your perception bonus? Yeah.
6.
+2. +2. 6. Okay.
Very wise.
So we will. And his pip.
15.
15. And Andros.
Also 15. My perception modifier is 4.
4.
+6. So my modifier is +3.
Okay. Can we tone down the background noise again? Because it's cutting over everyone's voice in my ears.
I might just want to shut it off. It's kind of a weird one on my side.
How's that?
What we will see.
That's a little better, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was set up to play from the TV.
Right.
I need some presets, Nathan, for volumes.
Klaus,
Yes, sir.
there's a angry woman looking thing in front of you and a big lizard. What are you going to do?
Well, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the big lizard as my prey. And then I am going to move. Let's see here. Really? Let's see where I want to move. Can you move me about right there, please? And then I want to do a hunted shot at the big lizard.
Okay. And what style hunted shot did you take? Like, what's your ranger style?
Let's see.
Did you go flurry, precision, or outwit?
Precision.
Okay.
Go back one.
So you get 1d8 precision damage the first time you hit your target in a round. Nice.
Okay, so the first one is a 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit the gecko. Second shot, and this one's at a -4.
Okay. Let's see. Well, 17 because I've got a +4. So
17 on that will also hit. So first damage gets an extra d8, and then the second damage just stacks on top of that.
Okay. So 14.
14 total damage. Well, you shot that gecko pretty hard. And the hag
In my window.
is not thrilled with you for that.
Give me just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. The hag vanishes,
good. That's good.
As she snarled something. Let's see, what languages does she speak? Oh, she screamed out in common that you're going to pay for that, and then goes poof. Andros.
All right. Draw my weapon. Advance 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. And that'll be my turn.
Okay.
What's your movement speed?
25.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. His pip.
I will stride to here. I think I can make that 5, 15, 20, 25. Might not be able to. I might have to go there. And then take a shot
Where
with
to?
my.
I didn't see it. You erased it too quick.
Oh, sorry. You need to be faster. One of those two. I got 25. I forget how the diagonals work there.
So it'd be 5, 10, 15.
First
25.
one doesn't count for anything. Okay, that's right. And then I'll take a shot with my crossbow at the gecko. That's a 9.
A 9, the shot goes wide.
Good. I've rolled 2 3s now. This campaign's going well.
It's fantastic. At least it wasn't 2 1s.
Sure.
I mean, you were 10% better than it could have been. Little victories.
Skill.
Little ones.
Dixie.
Enormous.
I will pull out my rapier sword and head towards the gecko.
What's your speed?
25.
Where did the woman go?
She glared at you, said that you were going to pay for this, and then proceeded to vanish from sight.
Oh, good.
And the giant gecko getting wrecked. Well, it's going to stick around because, well, he's not the brightest gecko in the world. This is not the Geico gecko.
Shame.
And since he's not the brightest gecko in the world, he's going to go right up to the very first person that he sees, which would be the lizard folk swashbuckler,
Ooh, big lizard.
and going to try to bite it.
No.
And my first roll of the evening was a 3. So that was an 11 to hit.
Nope.
One more attack at a -5. I did not roll a 3, but a 9 will not hit you either.
It will not.
It's okay. I got something big for you guys. Cinder, what you doing?
Smoking
Well, I'll go ahead and move my speed to here.
I can't even drink.
Then from there, I'm going to draw upon my heartburn power and manifest dragon claws. Doing so, my skin hardens for a turn. I get a +1 to hit my AC. And I'm going to go ahead and cast Shield because I don't like when things come out of Indivisible and hit me. That's right, Indivisible.
Is it just one turn? It should be a minute for Dragon Claws, right?
Well, Dragon Claws for a minute. Skin's only hard for one round.
Gotcha.
Does that take 2 actions to do?
Let me see. I think it's only a 1. I think I did
It's
green.
a 1 action. Are you playing Draconic?
1 action left.
I'll use that action to cast Shield.
Very nice. Klaus, what you doing?
Let's
I'm
see.
getting your smelly grandma.
I want to move up here, please. And then I want to take a shot at the lizard gecko. Just a single shot with my longbow. That is a 9 plus 4, 13 to hit.
13 will miss.
Alrighty. I'll try another shot. Why not? Well, actually 14 because we still have a plus.
It was +1 to initiative, not to hit.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Oh, that is 19 on the die. So 19.
19 will hit. And since it's still your targeted thing, regardless if this was your second attack, you still do an extra 1d8 points of damage.
That is a
First hit
total
on the creature around.
of 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage?
Sure.
All right. Well, the lizard collapses dead.
My dogs are going fucking crazy.
And there is just a shriek of anguish that emanates from right there as the hag appears and slashes at you.
Of course it does.
Well, it's okay. You moved, so at least you got out of that way. I'm sure a 24 will hit.
Oh, yeah.
And she's
Will
too
not
far
crit.
away for me to glimpse him.
I need a fortitude save from you,
Okay.
as these claws just start sucking your will to just do anything.
23.
23, you pass, but you will take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Your second claw. All right. James, I would like one of those cards, please.
All right.
This one would be for a critical miss melee attack.
Oof. I was gonna say I'm gonna bet I'm dying one. Just put that out there.
So, Klaus, gain yourself an additional hero point as the named hag critically failed on you.
I just rolled 4 dice and 3 of them were natural ones, just like
As
now.
she strains herself, and until she is healed, she is clumsy too.
Clumsy 2. Actually, that is going to help you guys out a lot because as a level 4 creature, her AC is pretty up there. But she does get one final attack at a -8. And that 11 will not hit.
All right.
As she just tries to lay into you, but in her fury at you killing her favorite pet, she strained a muscle. She pulled a hammy. She did not stretch before she did this fight. Andros.
All right. With a cry of, for the sun and the fury! I go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 to get a flank. And I will let her have it with my scimitar. Ooh, 19 on the die for a total of 26.
26 hits. Does not crit.
And she takes 6 points of damage.
Yeah, that sword, you nailed it. Barely bit into her.
All right. And then I will raise my shield. But I hit her.
You did. His pip.
I'm gonna step away for a second and take my dog out again because he's going crazy and he never does it.
No problem.
So I'll be right back.
Let me go here. 25. And then I'm not good at the whole measuring distance from her. Am I 30?
5, 10, 20, 25, 30 exactly.
How do you measure that? Just so I know for future reference.
So, and I was actually going to discuss this with Mike. If we go to hexes, it'll be a lot easier because it's
Right.
just straight. However, every other diagonal counts as 2. So if I were to, and I'm just going to move your token to show this. So
Yeah,
this
that's
would be
fine.
5, this would be 15. Then 20,
Right.
25, and then since this is the third one, that would make it 30.
Okay, I just didn't think that was very linear as far as just a straight line, which is how I figured it would work. So that's fine. Cool. I'm gonna cast Divine Lance. Oh, 15. That's good.
What is your alignment?
I am good neutral. I haven't looked at Abadar a whole lot. He's very neutral,
neutral.
It
right?
would be lawful, good, lawful, neutral.
I'd be
neutral.
lawful good then.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so your divine lance you're shooting, is it going to be lawful or good?
I'd say probably good.
Okay.
Can I change that?
Yes.
Each time you
Okay, so I
cast
can
it.
do it based off of whichever. Okay.
Yes.
So that will be a 21 to hit.
A 21 with divine lance hits.
And that is just a 1d4. Is it
Plus your wisdom mod.
plus my wisdom? So that's 5 total.
That sears into her.
Abadar, give me strength. Yeah, I haven't got to look into Abadar. I'm glad you said something. Thank you for that.
You said you
but
wanted to play a lawyer, and Abadarians are perfect for that.
Yeah, it was kind of like I picked Desna first, and then I chose the lawyer versus vice versa. So I do appreciate it. I need to look into him a little more.
But her skin blisters and pops at that, whereas the sword didn't cut through. You know that spell hit full solid. Dixie.
I'd tell Klaus to back up, but he's gone. So back up, Klaus.
I want to go to the hag. I guess the south side of her.
Here or here?
We'll go under Claus.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I will. I will do sharp. Can I use my sharp fangs to attack? Sharp fangs feet.
Absolutely. What's that do?
Your teeth are formidable weapons. You gain a fangs unarmed attack that deals 1d8 piercing damage.
Oh, so you're going to try to bite her.
Yeah,
All right.
hopefully.
That hag tastes nasty.
I mean, she is a lizard. Who knows?
It's true.
I got a 18.
18 is a miss.
Ooh.
Last action?
I'll try to swing at her with my rapier.
And rapiers are agile, correct?
No.
Oh, no, they're finesse.
They
Okay.
have finesse.
Yep.
Yeah.
That always, I still get confused.
Yeah,
on
we
that.
had a long talk about it, trying to build her character too.
So
Yeah.
-5 to swing.
Correct.
Technically.
I got a 14.
14, also a miss. But with that, it goes to Cinder.
Why are you guys all the way over there? I will go ahead and hoof it. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40. You know what? Bring me right on the north side of this hag. I should be able to reach that.
10, 20, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Give me the flank with the lizard.
65.
That is my everything. Little legs, long distance, turnover.
Klaus.
All right. Let's see. I'm going to drop my longbow as a free action. Pull out
Never pull out.
my. Yeah, well, in this, I mean, unsheath. That's what the kids are calling it these days. My bastard sword. And I want to hold it with 2 hands
It's 2 actions.
to draw and to hold it with 2 hands.
Yep.
Yeah, he could draw it and hold it in 2 hands as one action because
Okay.
you're setting yourself up to swing that way as you're pulling the sword.
Okay.
It's switching grips that actually requires a separate
Gotcha.
action.
Okay. And then I want to take a swing with the bastard sword.
So you don't want to marker as your prey with your second action first?
Yeah, that's actually a good idea.
It's session 1 with new characters. I will give a couple of hints here and there to let you guys settle into them. But yes, you want to do that because when you hit, you get a free D8 with your first hit every round.
That's good. I'm glad you did that. I got a natural 20 to hit.
Excellent. I need a slashing critical card, please.
And those are D12s too.
Demetrius has fixed the card case for me.
Very nice.
Nice.
Way to go, D. He just wants to play.
All right. This is slashing. Ugly wound. The target takes a -2 circumstance penalty to checks with all charisma-based skills except intimidation.
You made the ugly hag uglier. So it is a D12 plus your strength times 2, and then add a D8 on top of that.
All right. So, 8 is my strength. Strength plus 2, so it's 4. So it's 12. 8. For a total of 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage. Your sword bites into her. Again, not as hard as you think it should, given the strength you put into that blow.
Yeah.
Like as you cut across her face, you're pretty sure you should have cleaved into her skull, but it just left a gnarly line down her face as she just sneers at you.
Yeah.
And then it's her turn. And she's going to do action 1 to move there. And action 2, she exhales a 15-foot cone that will hit everyone but Andros.
Cone. Diagonal
I
cone.
think. Yeah.
So like.
Yep. Make sure she get maximum impact. Actually, you hit her, so she'll avoid the goblin and drop it from the corner, so she'll get you in that as well. Fortitude saves from the 3 of you who are affected.
Oh yeah. 15 plus 7, 22.
Nice.
I got 18 plus 6, so 24.
6, 24. Nice.
Got 15.
15.
My dogs are crazy.
The strength gets sapped by you, and you are enfeebled 1. And that will last for at least 24 hours. Hope you're not a strength-based character. But that's her 3 actions.
We take
Andros?
from that?
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope. All it does is make people weaker.
All right. I'll go 5,
Just this.
10, 15, 20 to regain the flank. And then I will slash at her with the scimitar. Oh, natty 20.
Nice.
All right. Let's see what you're slashing.
All right.
Critical is
Severed tendon. Until heal, the target is clumsy 1 and takes a minus 5-foot status penalty to its land speed. So she's now clumsy 3.
Is she?
Clumsy stacks.
Does it? I
Yep.
thought since they were the same bonus, it doesn't stack.
Let me double check. Oh, wrong book. Conditions. Does not say there. Nope. So. Okay, so it would stay the same.
Yep.
So she stays at
But-
clumsy 2.
But you did negate her speed down 5 feet.
Yep. And that is 4 and 8, 12 points of damage.
Okay. Again, you're not certain as to why, but that sword just not biting deep as it should.
And then I raise my shield.
Fair and valid. Next on the docket is his pip.
I will cast Divine Lance again. 8, 6, 7, what is it? 6 plus 14, so 20.
Will hit.
It will hit 1d4.
Yep, that hits.
That's a whole 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage, and that
And then, so I'm using a crossbow and casting spells. Do I have to drop the crossbow or just adjust my grip? How's that work?
you're using a light crossbow.
No, it's a crossbow.
So
Light crossbow. Crossbow
Oh,
replaces
just-
light crossbow.
It
Yep.
just says crossbow, so
they're one-handed weapons. As a cleric, you're not really making the gestures. You're holding forth your holy symbol. So you
Gotcha.
just need that ability to proffer your holy symbol.
then I will spend the other action to reload my crossbow then.
That you can do. Dixie.
Alright.
She exhaled her halitosis at you, and it just made you feel sick.
But
What are you going to do about it?
I'm gonna go try to hit her with my sword. For real.
Where do you
So
wanna move to?
step in.
Can I move to the left side of her?
Like here or here?
Here, there.
This
Up.
one?
Yeah. I got a 23.
That will hit.
Is that with your enfeebled though?
She's
No.
dex based.
Oh, is she dex based? Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot how that up.
Clumsy's what's going to screw her up.
Gotcha.
And that's going to be 4 points of damage.
Didn't even penetrate her skin.
No. I'll just try again with my rapier because I won't be able to hit her with anything else.
-5.
I guess 17.
17 is a miss. Cinder.
I feel like I've been waiting all my life for this moment. So I'll move up to flank with the lizard. And then from there, I'll attack with one of my burning fire claws that are hell on my wardrobe. So I'll take a swing. Flank is a +2.
Yes.
No, it's -2 to their AC, but
Yeah.
I just rolled a crit 20.
All right.
And
Give me another slashing card, please.
what, slash and then secondary for magic? How does that work?
It's still going to go based off of the original type, but you override it to all fire damage because of the way that your claws work.
Okay.
Stand aside. You push the target 5 feet. Which direction?
Well, I try to push her back, but if she has not nowhere to go, don't they get knocked prone?
She's got 4 squares she could go to.
Well, hell. I'll push her up closer to the guy with the big sword and the shield.
Okay. And then that's going to be double damage.
So I usually roll a d4 and a d6. So how does this work?
Roll it all.
You will roll the d4, add your strength as normal, multiply that by 2, and then add the d6 on top of it.
All right. So add my modifier double. So that's 6 because I'm not strong at all. And then I deal 6 fire. So 12 total.
12 total. And the way that this works now is that since the entire attack has the fire trait, it is all considered fire damage.
Excellent. So 12 fire.
So your wound rends into her like
Take
she
that,
was
moldy grandma.
made of butter.
And then I'll take another attack. So
And this one will be at a -4 because unarmed attacks are agile.
all right, 13 plus 6 minus 4. So 15. I no bueno.
Yep, that's going to be a miss.
All right, that's the whole kit and or caboodle.
Yep, Klaus.
Mike, just a second. So Kristen didn't have her strength modifier added into her damage.
Did she need her strength modifier or dex modifier?
If the weapon's finesse, so she would use her dex modifier if it's higher.
Okay, so her dex is probably 3 then. Right.
So rather than no damage, she would have done 2 points of damage because of the DR5.
My dex is 4.
All right, 3 damage because of the DR5.
So to finesse, do you get your dex to it?
With a weapon with finesse, you can choose to attack and damage with your dex.
Oh, well, my weapons are finesse, so it would be a 3 on that. So,
Another 6 points of damage there.
but it would double, so it would have been
Yeah, that's what the 6.
an additional 6, so 12 would have been 18.
Yep.
A mighty
Got it.
finish.
Kristen, did you get that figured out?
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you. I was confused.
I didn't realize that's how finesse worked. I didn't look it up.
Or is that something that's swashbuckler and rogue unique?
I believe it's part of the finesse trait.
I think that's what it is, remembering it now. But
Finesse trait, you can use your dex modifier instead of your strength modifier on attack rolls using melee weapon. You still use your strength modifier when calculating damage.
Okay, so never mind, Kristen. Undo
That's a
what you
Rogan.
just did.
And forget the 6.
Yep.
Yeah. This is all
Now,
going-
I don't know if swashbucklers get the same, because rogues do have a ability.
Yeah,
where
we'll look into it later.
their dex for damage, because that's what Devin did.
Yeah, she's got hers printed out, so I'll read over it later on. We'll get it fixed.
Yeah, it's no problem. Again, first game, new characters. I'm expecting some redos and I forgot.
Yep.
Now session 4, then I'm going to start yelling at you guys.
Ooh. Bet.
Bring
But
it up.
it is Klaus's turn.
All right. Move me up to get a flank with Andros, please.
I do like the flank tactics that you guys are doing. This is good times.
And then I'm going to go ahead and take a swing with my bastard sword.
Bastard.
Oh my gosh. Another natural 20. I'm not bullshit. We're cheating really good tonight.
Nice.
We're
I'm proud
cheating
of your
real
guys
good.
winning the cheat.
Brows and chin. Crit effect. The target takes a -2 status penalty to perception and ranged attack rolls until healed. He's just,
You just keep
smacking her in the
slashing
head.
her in her face.
Yeah. So that is a plus 4, 13, 6, so 19 again. So I got 13 plus 6, 19 again.
Nice.
I literally like almost replicated my last turn.
Well, you still have one more action.
Indeed. I'm going to try to swing again.
All right. This time it is a -5.
That is a 13.
13 is going to be a miss.
That's my turn.
She says something very offensive in a language I don't know if any one of you know. Does anyone here speak Aklo?
Nope.
Never heard of it.
Yeah.
And she vanishes.
Are we out of combat?
Not quite.
Hmm.
Andros, what you doing?
All right. I am going to spend an action to seek her. Is that a secret roll, or do you want me to make it?
I'll make it. What's your perception?
+4.
You're pretty sure she went to the north from where you are. Which is into difficult terrain swamp water.
Let me see. I think I've got something in the map hammer collection that would fit that. Actually, no.
Yeah, about 20 feet up, then it turns into deeper swamp.
All right. I know how to do this. If I can get everything to stop for a moment. Let me add that. How's that?
That works.
All right. You said she went 20 feet due north. So I will 5, 10, 15 to 25. Flat check is a 6, so but it is not a critical miss. And then I will raise my shield.
Okay. Well, what were you...
Swinging where I thought she was.
Okay, which square were you swinging in?
Straight north. You said, I'm pretty sure she was 20 feet directly north.
Yes.
And she was right here. So that would put her, my guesstimate would be right here.
Right. And you rolled a 6 on your flat check. What'd you roll to hit?
12 plus 7, so 19.
19?
Mhm.
All right. You connected.
I did.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Huzzah!
Because the DC on the flat check is 11.
Oh. But I rolled a 6.
Oh, never mind. Not over.
I was going to say,
Whatever. You missed.
I knew it was an 11.
Sorry.
I rolled a 6.
What game am I thinking of where if you roll under, it's good?
Aftermath, but I don't think any of these guys are old enough to know that game.
God. Too many games. Too many games. Let's see. Yep. So you swung, you whiffed, but you didn't drop your sword. His Pip, what you doing?
I will see Andros going that way, so I will stride my 20. Actually, let me stride down here. And then spend one action to seek her.
Well, you don't have to because you saw him swing at that, so you can guess that she's there.
You'd have to be 5 feet north.
Can I guess with a spell? That was I didn't think I would be able to do that. So
You're basically targeting the square.
okay.
So give me your flat check.
Then I would have stayed up here wherever I was at.
Okay.
So
I
you
think
want
I
to
would.
move up?
Yeah, I should be right in that area somewhere. I forget exactly where it was.
30, yep.
All right. So
Yep.
Flat check is a 9.
Okay. Roll this to hit with the spell.
That is a 17.
Okay. Spell doesn't connect with anything, but you tried.
I tried.
Dixie.
Land delight.
Here we go. I will go move up next to Sir Andrews.
5, 10, 20. You'd have to do 2 moves to get right next to me. Because you started.
That's fine.
Here. Yeah.
And on these flat checks with undetected people, I'm supposed to roll them. So, are you swinging at the square where everybody's trying to hit?
Heck yeah.
And what's your
Roll
bonus
good.
to hit?
I don't know. What is 5?
5? James, will you pull her a card for piercing critical hit damage? As both of those were natural 20s. Can't roll them for myself tonight, but I rolled them for you.
Go me.
Piercing.
Yes.
The target drops one item it is holding, determined randomly by the GM.
All right. Give me double that damage.
All right.
D6 plus strength minus 1 times 2 because of your enfeebled.
It didn't come through.
8 points.
8 points of damage, but you actually connected into something solid.
Bonk.
So I guess all of their guessing was worthwhile. Cinder.
All right, Cinder sees people swinging at a spot, and that doesn't seem very productive. So Cinder's going to move north at his full speed and get around this guy.
20. It costs you a second move if you want to keep moving north.
No, because I want to. No. I say, I'm sorry, sunflower guy, and I'm going to light the whole area on fire with a burning hands. Widened.
So 30-foot cone.
Well, the only person I catch is him, but...
No, not 60.
Well, does the cone go 1, then 3?
He's pulling it up the cone template.
All right.
Like it goes 1, 3, and then out.
So
Well, I'm going to try to aim straight forward.
oh, I see what you're saying. You want the orthogonal, not the
Yes, if you don't mind, I want to put it at a 45 by 45 degree angle.
so firing it straight ahead, widened, would do that. And completely
Well,
miss me.
I guess I don't need widen. I think widen takes an action. So I just get him. I get him the straight cone. You get the cone.
A 15-foot cone, orthogonal.
Yeah, light him up.
You're still going to miss Andros and hit the square.
Excellent. That's what I'm looking for.
I thought you were about to just.
And I say, dodge this, smelly grandma.
You say, dodge this, you smelly grandma. And with burning
17.
hands, it's a basic reflex save. What's your
17.
DC?
17.
Okay. You smell singed swamp, but you don't smell singed grandma.
Well, Tender is very disappointed.
You call yourself Tinder or Cinder?
It doesn't matter. Everything's on fire now. This whole plan is burnt to shit.
We just swiped left on that plan.
Yeah. So yeah, I take up, I hold up my hands, and I sort of breathe out, and it just whiffs. She got to move? Oh. Okay. Cinder's sad.
That or she has a plus 12 reflex save against magic spells, and I rolled a 15, and she critically succeeded.
Ah.
Yep, that'll do her.
Klaus.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. 14, 15, 25. Why not? All right. Put me here, please, with a flank. With
5,
Sir Andros.
10, or 5, 10, 15, 25, 35, 45, or sorry, 45. So 2 moves to get there.
5, 10, 15.
It's difficult terrain once you hit the water.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll spend my last action then to take a swing then with my whatever weapon that I bought, a bastard sword. That one is not very good. That is. Well, you needed the flat check, right? First.
He makes it.
I'm rolling that because she is undetected. So, flat check. And then what's your bonus to hit?
My bonus to hit is +5.
Okay. Go ahead and roll damage plus your D8.
All right. 10. Oh, no, I forgot. No. I'm sorry. That was a D12. I rolled 2 D8s.
D12 plus a D8 plus.
I forgot that I had my two-handed. I should have gone with a D8. So that is 6.
6 total?
Yeah. I kept it the first one.
Well, thinking that you guys all have some sort of sea invisibility, you hear, "Don't kill me, I'll show you where the stuff is. I'll tell you where the stuff is if you let me live." Then it goes to Andros.
I'm going to attempt to identify what she was, or what she is. Is that society or cult?
Society.
So total of 15. Probably not. No, because if she's level 4, it's DC 19.
Right. Yeah. You're not certain what she is, but she is.
If she's surrendering, then, and I don't know if she's irredeemably evil, I'm just gonna take a guarding position, keep my shield raised, and ask her, where is it?
Says if you go about a mile down the path, turn right at the fallen tree. You'll find the stuff.
What stuff? No, it's not. Okay, that's my turn. You're still in rounds, right?
Is anyone going to attack the creature? Or are we moving to a more diplomatic solution?
Well, I'm good. Just chaotic. So, no, I'm not gonna kill Smelly Grandma.
Okay. Well, with that, we can go out of rounds then.
All right, I'm gonna go stand in front of Cinder and kind of give him the down boy, and then I'll motion. There's a snack for you over there.
Did I do good?
You did good, bud, and I'll ruffle his little burnt hairs.
Cinder's gonna be a hero.
Well, there's
or a felon.
the episode. Cinder's going to be a hero.
Or a felon.
We still need to decide on a name for this adventure or this campaign.
But we'll deliberate that at camp tonight.
But so Klaus asked, "What's there?"
Yeah, what stuff are you referring to exactly? You just said stuff.
There's coin and things that the people who invaded my swamp left. It's yours. I leave.
How do you counter a deception check? Is that a
perception? And I believe it's a secret roll.
It is. Are you trying to sense motive here?
Yeah.
You get the opinion that she really doesn't want to die and is as being as honest as something that in the swamp could be.
Okay.
In defense attorney terms, she's giving up the stash to save her ass.
Right.
Well, do you guys want to go check it out?
Yeah.
You're free to go. Cross this again at your own peril.
Stupid adventurers. And she scampers off into the swamp.
Before we go, Mike, I shot 4 arrows. Can I try to recover any of those?
Let's see. You shot 4.
Then I shot 2, but I'm also going to do a medicine check or a first aid for Klaus. So that is a 24 for that.
Okay, so that's just a flat 2d8. And then 2 arrows and 2 bolts were recoverable.
Thank you.
Right,
And
so
then...
I shot both. So 2d8, you said?
Yes.
Okay. I've got to get back into my cleric. That's 10 points back to you, Klaus.
I'm back to full.
All right.
Yep, back to full.
Also, just a note, I have a scroll case, so that's where our map is, just so it doesn't get damaged.
Good call.
Good
I
call.
have one, but it's kind of singed.
Yeah, I'll keep this one. You can keep your coloring pages, Cinder.
I'm so happy. Important question. Did she leave the lizard?
Yes, she did.
Excellent. I go to the lizard and I proceed to at least grab dinner. How big is this thing?
Can I detect magic on the lizard before he eats it?
There's nothing magical about the lizard. It is a medium-sized creature.
Wanted to make sure it didn't have a collar or a talisman on it or something that gave it benefit. Or him indigestion.
Yeah, if it's medium, I'll just go ahead and take the tail and call it a day. That's where all the meat is. I do not feel guilty at all eating a lizard in front of another lizard. Because that thought hasn't crossed my mind at all.
Right.
Not even bothered.
Not bothered, just hungry, always.
I'll try to do a society check to see if I can identify. Is it only society to do for her? I don't think I
Yes.
have anything else, so it doesn't matter much, I guess. That's a 15 plus. I'm new at this. Here, hold on. Skills. 15 and 4, so 19.
19. That is what is known as a green hag. They're dangerous in multiples more so than they are individually. They are weak against cold iron. And very evil, nasty little things. They tend to rebel against beauty and purity, so they like to murder innocents.
Then how far down the trail did she tell us it was?
She said about a mile turn at the dead tree.
Wait, did she tell us which way to turn?
Did she?
Fuck.
We
I
can
don't
attempt
remember.
to track.
I'm going to end up in the Yandabakavi River.
So, a mile down the road, there's a rotten tree. What are you guys doing?
I'll start looking for tracks.
Roll me that survival check.
Ooh, 17.
17. It's not that hard to see the tracks because it looks like it's a fairly common trek for this creature. You see the lizard prints and her prints multiple ways. Honestly, just on the other side of the tree, it looks like there's just a makeshift camp set up there.
All right.
And I'll do a
And,
perception check just to see if anybody's around or.
I'm going to look around and make sure there aren't
Another
any
hag or
snares or
something.
anything.
Got
Snares
a
or traps.
21.
21? Okay.
I got a +4 in my perception for that. Searching.
Okay. Looks clear.
All right. Let's see what she's got in there.
There is some broken equipment.
Push that to the side.
There's a lot of broken equipment. You'll have to actually sort through quite a bit of this to see if there's anything salvageable. And then there's also a pouch of coin.
Oh,
I'll start searching through the broken stuff.
I will attempt to assist because anything broken might be useful.
So I got a 22 for mine, and then if he gets to aid me,
Yeah, I'll help. How do I do that?
just roll the d20 plus your perception.
Oh, shit.
Are you digging
Hey!
through yourself or are you helping him? That's the difference.
I'll go through myself. Crit 20 because I don't know how to play nice with other people yet.
There you go.
22 total.
Okay. Well, there's 253 copper pieces in all.
You got it,
Okay.
Dan.
Yep.
Your guys' first dig through. Dustin, you find. Sorry, his pip.
I found this thing, but I don't know what it is yet.
There is. It's. I had something set up for this. So you found a unused set of healer's tools.
I said, shit, I just bought some 4 weeks ago for the class.
If you don't need it, I'll take it.
All right, there you go. Are they damaged at all?
No.
They're not used?
No, you kind of actually cobble it together from a couple of broken ones.
Okay.
Whereas Cinder, you find
That face is going to haunt me.
Right?
I have unintentional intimidate. It's really
you found a salvageable chain shirt.
Oh.
I shake it around.
It's very noisy.
All right. Cinder, can I see that for a minute?
It
Sure.
looks like it's made to fit a medium-sized individual.
I'll
This
grab
is
it.
a big nightgown. I hand it
And
to him.
is it damaged?
It is not.
Okay, never mind.
If it was, I can repair it.
Yeah, I
So in the
can
party
as well
pool?
if need be.
Anybody want this? This is too big for me.
I'll
It's
check
too loud.
that
And it's
magic
too
on
heavy.
it to make sure any magical things in the radius.
Oh no.
Sure.
Yeah, give that to Andrew, Cinder. Just let him hold it for you.
That's fine.
I'll tuck it in my pack for now.
Thank
Roll
you.
it up tightly.
It was like he had a tambourine and was just running.
Anybody else searching the junk pile?
As you know, I had
Search it.
form.
Was there anything on detect magic? I assume not.
No.
Okay.
No magic coming from that pile of junk.
Good deal.
I'll
Yeah, I
search
got a
some,
14.
for some more junk.
You got a 14, Dixie.
I got a 20 total.
20 total for
Klaus.
Klaus. All right. Klaus. You find a guitar.
Is it damaged?
No. No, everything I'm telling you that you pull out is undamaged, surprisingly. And then Dixie. You find a pup tent.
The fuck's a pup tent?
Single person tent.
It's where you put the dogs.
Duh.
What is a guitar?
Qatar is an uncommon simple weapon. A type of
Punch knife.
yep,
Yeah,
it's a punch
punch
knife
dagger.
basically.
Okay.
It's a
I feel like Bobby had to move rooms because his wife was going to hit him.
No, we actually just moved.
Oh, well, right.
Oh. Everybody's moving.
Yeah.
All right. Anybody else giving a search through the junk pile now that
I'll make a quick look once everybody else has. For a
And then
total
is
of
everybody
18.
healed up while he's looking?
what was that?
Is everybody healed up while Andrus is looking?
Yeah, the only person who'd gotten hit previously was Klaus.
Right,
Dixie's enfeebled is just gonna have to wear off on its own.
right. And Klaus, you're back to full, right?
I am.
All right, Andros, what'd you roll?
18.
18. You find a pile of 13 shuriken.
I like your loot because it's just like across the board versus what I think we got before. So it's fun.
With this, she had been raiding caravans that have come through, so
Were they all monks?
No, just apparently there were a couple of them. So the gold got rolled, and then there's an amount of random gear that I'm just coming up with as you guys are rolling.
Gotcha. And then James, just while you're in the gold pile, you can add 3.9 or 3.09.
3 gold, 9 copper.
Yep.
There's still a large pile. Like, it looks like she just in rage must sit there and smash stuff while she's waiting for somebody to rob.
I'll jump back in.
Yeah, I'll start looking again.
All right.
21.
Yeah, I'm good for digging through dirt always.
21. Cinder, what was yours?
16.
Klaus?
17.
17. Andros?
15.
15. Is Dixie digging?
I'll roll for her. She went downstairs.
Okay.
11 plus her mod, which I think's 5.
11 plus her mod. Yeah, she's going to find something. The DC on it's super simple. It's you're taking 10 minutes each time you do it.
Right.
And it's getting dark. All right. Well, this will probably clear it out here. Starting with Andros, because he's the first person on my screen here. Well, lo and behold, it was not a monk weapon this time.
Shoot.
It is a gnomed hooked hammer.
Ooh.
Are you trained in gnome weapons, Hispip?
No, not at all.
Is that a heritage feat, probably?
Yeah, it's a heritage feat.
Yeah. But
Which,
not a whole lot of first world stuff I get to see. I hear all
right. And you do get ancestry feats later on too, so you could take that gnome weapon familiarity feat, which would turn that
But it's a martial, so I'd have to take it twice, right?
No.
Oh, no,
If you
because
take
it's
the
gnome
gnome
weapon.
familiarity.
Right.
you gain access to all uncommon gnome weapons, and then martial known weapons become simple. So it would actually become a simple weapon for you.
Gotcha.
Because it's not it's not the flick mace. If it was the flick mace, then it would just become a martial weapon.
Gotcha.
Y'all got weird names for weapons. Like
Gnomes
it
really
simple.
do.
like dog slicer, horse chopper. They got a noun and a verb. It works great.
Tells you what it is and what it's used for.
Dog and slicing.
And Klaus, you find
Andros, you care to hold on to that hammer for me? My pack's kind of full.
Yep, that's fine.
a small set of leather armor.
Right.
Dixie finds another medium chain shirt. Cinder
Oh boy.
hold up.
Hope it's useful, like a musical instrument.
You find a survey map.
Whoa. All right.
Cinder, get your dirty hands off that, please.
Whoa, I'm just as filthy as you are. We're in a swamp.
As I use my rag to clean my hands off.
I just turn on the fire with prestidigitation and my hands are clean. Look at that.
And,
Look at
And the survey map's burnt on the edges. Give that to me.
that. Okay.
Then
What is
his pip.
What is the location of the survey map?
Are you taking a look at it?
Yeah, I'll take a glance at it.
You'd think it's Magnamar, but the roads are not where the roads are that you know of in Magnamar. Give me a society check as you're looking at this. Time down there, but you're pretty certain this is a fairly detailed map of the sewers of Magnamar.
Well, hell, if you just asked me, I would have let you know.
Goblins don't like to read.
Whoa, that's racist. We're just not good at it.
I'm sorry, there aren't races in Pathfinder 4, it's ancestress.
Oh, well, that is very presumptuous of you.
I taught him that word. Yep. His last court case.
There was, he got me a word of the day book. Peon.
And then, Dixie,
This one's me.
you find a grappling hook with 50 feet of rope attached to it.
Nice.
Could do all sorts of swashbuckly things with that. Buckle all of the swashes.
I'll take that map from you, Andros, and I can look at it when we get back and see if I can't figure out some of the dots and where it might be. All right, and you said it's getting dark now?
Yes. But conveniently, there's pretty much a built-in camp right here.
Well, do we want to set up and take a couple watches here, and then we can return in the morning with what little bit of information we know?
Wait, where are we returning?
Oh, we have to go to the other camp, right? Not
Yeah,
this
we gotta find the lizard folk.
I thought this was the shipment thing. You're right. It's not.
No, there's nothing that would have been deemed as alchemical supplies. It was all pretty mundane stuff.
Gotcha. All right. Who wants to take first watch?
Yeah, Cinder's all jacked up on adrenaline and battle rush. I'll go first.
I'll take last watch.
I'll go
Okay.
second.
Well, why don't you guys sit around the fire and discuss the events of the day as I've got to stand up and go tuck my kids into bed.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah. We have
I'll
to
do the
figure
fire.
out a
I'm
group
real
of-
good at that.
So he's building the fire.
Cinder,
I
you
will
build
be
the
back.
fire way over there.
Big fire. Cinder wants
Away
big
from
fire.
the tree, away from the tent.
All right. Well, I guess I can. Well, Mike's not here to give me any information, but I'll look at that map later on then. All right. What kind of group name do we want? Cinder, give me your best idea. I feel like you're actually that close to my face, and I like it. I feel like this is what you do. Yeah, this is your thought face, and I'll just like grab your face and kind of.
Ow, I got a headache.
Yeah, I see the smoke.
I mean, for how I feel right now, we can be the Saga Bottom Boys. Soggy Bottom Boys. But I feel like
There you
that's trademarked.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, that's lawyer. Figure that out, lawyer.
I'll just worry about getting all the permits and the trademarks on it. So
Okay.
I just need a name to take to the courts.
Well, I mean, maybe we should let this adventure, like, define us, maybe. Like, we'll see how this goes.
Can't tell if you're a goblin or you're stoned.
A little bit of...
Just like the world doesn't define me, man.
I've been kept down because people just assume that because I'm a goblin, I want to burn stuff. No, I just want to burn stuff, and I just so happen to be a goblin.
That's right. You keep that fight up.
I didn't mean to. Sometimes I sneeze. Sometimes the fire comes out.
Oh
Like-
my god.
So, but I'm working on it. So I breathe into my palm and I start shaping it with prestidigitation. I start making like little charcoal. It solidifies. I make little charcoal, like this is a horse, and then I touch it and it falls apart. And I try to do it again. I'm like, this is a dog. I touch it.
Yeah, 5 out of 10.
I'm gonna get good. I swear. Just watch.
Get good, kid.
Get good. Are we to get good, gang?
Get good, gang.
Good.
Get good, scrub.
Yeah, no doubt. Dixie, do you have any ideas? Or anybody, I guess, shout out what you're thinking. Well, let's see. We went to school together, and that's all we really know about each other. So,
Company of the Sun and the Scale.
that's original. I mean, that's thoughtful. Thank you, Andros. Company of the Sun and the Scale. That's a possibility.
I mean,
Klaus, anything from your party?
Still like get good gang personally. But,
hey, I got 2.
I just think that as we develop this, we should have something professional to try to seek out better jobs in town.
Got good gang.
Oh.
LLC.
Trying. I appreciate your tenses. You're learning. We could shorten it and be mysterious and just call ourselves the company.
That
The
company.
unit.
And then we can break off into branches, and we'll be the company of Saren Ray and the company of fire goblins.
Well, I thought the term was accidental arsonist.
That's what the judge said.
Okay.
That was the only way I could get you to not spend another month in prison.
I mean, they were good guys. Like one gave me a cookie.
That's a really loose term of good guys.
They were good to me.
They were good for prison folk, yes.
What do you mean? Like, one taught me how to shimmy locks. One taught me how to hide in the dark. One taught me what an easy mark is.
All valid life lessons, and I hope we can use those someday. But I don't think I'd trust them to watch my kids kind of guys.
Wait, you have kids?
No, it was a hypothetical. Belinda never let me do any of that.
What a whore.
I'll introduce you guys to her. She makes some really good mead. But
Wait, is that the one with the stubble?
yeah, she's kind of not taking care of herself since the split. It's kind of sad to see.
It looks like she rocked you to sleep like a baby.
She did.
I want to run to the
It was
bathroom.
wonderful. It was one of her, probably her only good quality. And I miss it.
Perhaps
Well,
you can
Adam-
redeem her yourself in her eyes.
Hopefully one day. I'm not sure who needs redemption more.
What does redemption mean?
I think it's coming up in your R section of your book. So
Like,
you're only at the P's right now. Remember.
R's are hard. The R's are hard.
Yes. Some are hard and some are soft. So the company of Sun and Scales. That gives a lot of credit to this lizard folk we don't know a lot about.
It also gives credit to Abadar.
That's true.
But I don't follow Abadar or.
The sun is pure fire.
Well, that's all good and all, but the rapier and the mug for Caden though, like, cut your path, be your own person, be free, be good, be what you're meant to be.
But remember, the only reason you're free is because of Abadar.
Hey, he didn't defend me in court.
Yeah, he kind of did. I had to go in on a prayer.
Prayer.
That's in the P section of your book too. You should have just learned that one.
And
Prayer.
Maybe Cinder should go sit down and read his book.
He didn't bring
some
it
of
with
your
him.
folks,
I
Cinder,
keep it
have
locked
redeemed
up.
themselves in the eyes of society.
That's true.
Oh, so it means to make up for your mistakes.
Yes, which is what you're trying to do by becoming an adventurer and kind of giving back to
Oh,
the
yeah.
community.
Wicked.
You missed some good talks, Master of Puppets.
Oh, that's fine.
Are we okay with that
I'm
name?
good.
Are you guys good with the company name?
That's fine.
Sun and Scales? Because that does make a lot of sense. James is clever.
What was it?
That the company of Suns and Scale, or Sun and
Company
Scales.
of the Sun and the Scale.
It makes a lot of. Do you follow a god, Klaus?
No.
Yo, you should check out Caden. He's the stuff. He lets you drink.
He's a filthy drunk.
Whoa. What weird voice said that? Abadar?
Province
And-
Asmodeus.
What is the watch schedule for the evening?
Uno.
Those.
Chris.
Quattro, I guess.
Last watch.
I guess we only need 4, don't we? So I'll stay up with Andros and talk.
Night passes with no incidents.
So you guys have all heard the morning call to prayer, correct?
Yeah.
Welcome to being a party member with a follower of Saren Ray.
Also
Yeah.
known as the Dawn Flower.
Yes.
I'm all right with it.
I will attempt to do it, but I just end up doing really bad yoga.
I'll do my prayers and get my spells. I have to prepare spells every morning now, right?
Yes. You pray to Abadar for your spells.
So I get anything off my list,
Correct.
but I have to prepare it.
Correct.
I just wake up this way.
I woke
That
up
is true.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's swamp rock.
Probably.
Pretty sure it's swamp water.
Pretty much that somebody deep in your bloodline did the dirty with a dragon.
No, I ate a bad heart, and it just sort of happened.
I mean,
Like-
that's what you tell yourself. It's fine.
I mean, if someone small and green went after a big red, like, high five to them. But
I mean, dragons can shape change, and they're very prolific with their philandering.
all
True
right.
story.
So did I just eat a heart for nothing?
I mean, you can convince yourself, however, of your backstory, how you got your powers.
So I'm just this good.
Exactly.
So I'll do my yoga, and as I yoga, I'll do mage armor, and everything turns back to scale, and then
Your hot yoga.
hot. Well, it's definitely muggy yoga.
And you continue down towards the Lady's Light. See if anything fun happens in the swamp today. Today passes without incident.
All right.
Kind of disappointed.
Same watch schedule.
Yes.
Yep.
You can just assume I will always greet the sunrise.
That sounds like a plan. And the night passes with no incident. Day 3, you should reach your destination by nightfall. And
Onward.
the day passes with no incident. It's smooth sailing, and you get stopped by some lizard folk about mid-afternoon and point spears at you and say, "Who are you?"
We were sent down here from our contact.
Oh,
to see-
sorry. One thing I forgot to mention. Devin gave you all little emblems that you could place about your person that show you were a member of the Demond Adventuring Company.
Oh,
Gotcha. So I'll just kind of flash that emblem. So we were sent here to see about a missing shipment.
Oh, good. You got the message. Come, you see Chief.
I'll try to bow or do some awkward half-ass. I don't know what to do to lizard folk.
He hasn't said a single thing to you. You flash the badge. He's been talking to Dixie this whole time.
Good. We'll go.
We're going.
Gonna go talk.
Leads you to, for the area you would have expected, like some rough skins and whatnot. It looks like that they've been getting a good end of the trade deal as well, as they're stilt built houses next to a cave with the lady's light in the shadow of this village.
Is that like a metaphor?
No, the lady's light is actually just a giant statue that is holding a torch that lights up at night.
Oh.
It can be seen for miles at sea. It is used as a landmark by sailors.
Oh, I thought it meant for like finding a woman's love or something. But this makes sense.
No, it's a tad literal.
Okay, that's unfortunate.
We never really got like a message. Our chief just had never gotten his packages and asked us to come visit you.
Talk to Chief. We sent someone with a message.
Well, I don't think they ever made it.
Did it happen to be a monk?
Was it a
Let's
monk?
see. Was it? Did it happen to be a monk?
Yeah, she
Yes.
got lost and joined the circus.
I bet she's dead.
Did you come across them on the trail?
It was a monk?
Yes.
We came across some supplies that would give me that idea.
Get one of those sharp cookies.
Yes.
Yes, he did. have
We
those.
found a
So
guitar
you
and
tell Chief. Guitar now. Looks at the claws. What would we need a guitar for? Talk to the Chief. Leads you into the basically just a stilt-built longhouse. And there's a richly appointed lizard person, looks up and says, just kind of raises an eyebrow, says, Demond sent them. Oh, good. You got the message for help. No, but they know something about that too. Okay. Which of you is in charge? Looking expectantly at the lizard folk.
she is.
Excellent.
In this instance,
Do not know what tribe you're from, but I'm glad that one of our own is here. We've been getting raided and haven't been able to send the shipment.
I assume
What
they're
happened to
not
our...
speaking common, right?
No, he's speaking common.
Oh, is he? Okay.
Yes.
Who's been raiding you, Chief?
He says a word. Now, this is going to be actually in lizard folk. Basically, because he doesn't know the word for them in common. It's common still fairly new. Not all things have translated over yet. It basically translates to somebody who speaks lizard folk as frog people, which, if you're fluent in common, you would know that probably means boggard. So you could translate that one.
Yeah, I'm going to say, he says they've been raided by boggers.
That's the word in common. I'm still practicing for when Devin comes by.
You're doing
yes.
great.
We've got a book for you.
Boggard.
18 on the society to see if I know what they are.
Really territorial, nasty frog people. Basic information about boggards. They horrific croaking, pretty xenophobic, very territorial. So if groups moved in this area, it makes sense. Not typically ones for diplomacy, but they are a sentient race. Now, what happened to our messenger?
I'm not sure.
Probably the green hag that we ran across.
Yeah, show him the sharp cookies.
And I'll pull out the shuriken. Did these belong to your messenger?
Yes. Those were his.
If you would like, I will return them to your tribe.
We no one else here who learned that. He went and trained with someone that Devin knew.
I see.
So when have these raids been occurring?
Whenever we head out into the swamp to go get the alchemical, go pick the plants. Whenever we go out into the swamp to go looking for the plants, there have been boggards. We know their camp is somewhere probably about a day or two to the east.
All right. Is there? I assume there's like a table or something in here for me to write at.
Yeah.
And so I'll say, King, Chief, do you mind? And then I'll pull out a writing set and kind of lay it on the table. And I'll draw to my best recognition of where the hag's camp was to show them where there's some problems have been with the shipments.
The hag's camp was right about that X. And he says, no, we've not even sent anything. We think it's more somewhere along here.
Okay, are there any difficulties or landmarks to get us that way? Is there a trail?
There's a small one we take to the gathering grounds, and he points to this little copse. But from there, we don't venture too far. Our creche is here. We have ample resources now that we have this agreement for the last several years with Mr. Dumond. And so we haven't really been ranging our territory as much.
And so what do you think the probable solution is here with our assistance? Should we just report to Mr. Dumond that you can't ship to him anymore?
I would assume that you are here to take care of the problem.
I'm okay with that.
That was our agreement, that if we had issues that he would take care of it so that we didn't run into the issues we ran into years ago where it was just constant war between us and the boggards to a point of we were near extinction.
Alrighty. And then do you have anyone in camp who's seen these boggards or dealt with them and made it back?
I sent him to go talk to Devin.
Ooh.
Well, that's unfortunate.
I believe we can handle the boggards.
What we were sitting here to do.
Indeed.
Are we fighting the frog guys?
Yes.
I think so.
Chief,
What time is it right now?
do you have anybody who needs healed?
Not at the moment, no, but thank you.
What time of day is it?
It's getting towards evening. He's actually says you may have accommodations here in the longhouse. The second floor is set up with guest rooms. And then we will cook beast for you this evening.
Hey.
And then tomorrow I will send a small contingent of my guards to get you as far as the gathering grounds, and then from there, I wish you luck.
Excellent.
But we can't abandon the creches.
Is there anything else in the swamp that we should worry about? Plant life or other creatures that you ran across? Any reports you've gotten from your scouts?
The swamps are fraught with danger. That's why it's never a good idea to go alone throughout the swamp. Anything from poisonous snakes to humans that are hiding from your law to, as apparently there was a green hag that moved in. I know further to the east there's been word of a dragon, but I don't think that the boggards are working with the dragon. I think we would have seen the dragon. I know there's a drake somewhere nearby that my scouts have saw, but hasn't messed with us.
As far as the poison, would you have any antidote here that we could acquire for our trip?
Poison?
The poisonous snakes.
The venom of the snakes.
Oh, the venom of the snakes. Let's see. Do we have any anti-venom? Why, yes.
I just know you deal with that sort of thing, and that's not my expertise. So
yeah, absolutely. That's I'll give you each of you a vial of anti-venom.
good deal.
He gives each
And
of
this
us
smells
a vial of it.
awful.
Yeah, it won't taste great, but it'll help.
I just disappears in my trench coat somewhere. It's gone.
Do you need any weaponry, spears, anything of that nature to assist you?
Um,
You have any extra arrows by any chance?
Arrows? Yes. He sends somebody to get you a quiver of arrows.
I believe I'm all set.
Good.
Is that just an extra 10?
Yeah, 20.
20? Okay, cool.
What's this beast?
That you're cooking for dinner.
Yeah, eats. Beast.
They found a reef claw near the shore.
Wait, that's like big crawfish, right?
Yes, quite dangerous.
Oh, wait,
Also, very
hold on.
delicious.
Let me make that knowledge check.
That'd be in nature.
I got that, thankfully. Yeah, I got a crit 20, so that's a reef claw. So yeah, they're in coastal regions, and they're like big angry lobster things. Quite
Yeah,
territorial
about
and
the
delicious.
size of people, yeah.
I'm so happy.
And they're pulling out a big cauldron and still have this thing alive. They're going to boil it like a lobster.
I help.
Cinder, do you want to go watch?
I want to help.
I would prefer you just sit back and watch.
Are you a cook, little one?
So where are they putting this cauldron?
Oh, they're building a bonfire to hold it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna help them grab their wood. That's a fact.
It's more dried peat than anything, but yeah.
Yeah. Big fire.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we will take your accommodations and prepare a plan for the morning. Thank you very much, Chief.
Well, you guys are here to assist us, so thank you.
And what was your name, Chief? I don't think we got told a real name.
He did not give you his name. Let's see. I didn't name him either.
Yeah, you were.
The Chief. Got it.
Oh, no, I've got names. He is
Chief Daddy.
Chief Okuga.
Okay.
Chief A. Cougar. Gotcha. Chief A. Cougar.
Okuga.
What is the name of the tribe?
They are the Splinter Scale tribe now. I don't remember what they were in Shattered Star, but they've renamed themselves anyway.
All right. Well, I guess we feast and then relax.
So I gotta go for a minute because I separated my dogs, put one of them in my second bathroom, and he ate up a whole roll of toilet paper into teeny tiny pieces. So I'm gonna go deal with that for a few minutes. So I will be back as soon as I can.
Do we want to?
Well, I think this is a good
Yeah, I was gonna say,
into episode 1.
All right, that works.
Everybody gain 160 XP for the fight, and for all the hard work and solid role play everybody's put in, go ahead and actually bump that up to 250 XP for the session.
Nice.
Excellent. Does that go in my inventory?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. Not sure what we're going to name this series yet. I'm sure we'll think of something after I shut off. But sounds like
Cinder's
this is the
gonna be a
company
hero.
of the Sun and Scale. Everybody have a great night, and you'll see our next episode next week.
Bye, everybody.
Good evening.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go deal with that.
Yep, have fun.
Good luck, Godspeed.
Yep.